Hey guys, welcome back to Streets Bio Simplified. Today we are going to solve biology questions from mock test 1. Here we have a set of some questions. Okay, let's get started. Let's see first question. Which one of the following is not a second messenger in hormone action? Option A CGMP, option B calcium, option C sodium, option D CAMP. Secondary messengers are the organic molecules and sometimes the metal ions acts as a intracellular signals whose production or release usually amplifies a signal such as hormone received at the cell surface. Sodium is not a secondary messenger in hormone action. Cyclic adenosine monophosphate CAMP was the first second messenger to be discovered. In addition to cyclic AMP, cyclic guanosine monophosphate that is CGMP function as a secondary messenger in certain cases. Calcium ions also acts as secondary messenger, hence option C sodium is the odd one out given here. Okay, next question. Cell recognition and adhesion occur due to biochemicals of cell membrane named option A protein, option B lipids, option C proteins and lipids, option D glycoprotein and glycolipids. Cell recognition and adhesion occur due to biochemicals of cell membrane named glycoproteins and glycolipids. These are formed due to small carbohydrate molecules present on lipids and extrinsic proteins. So the right option is D, glycoproteins and glycolipids. Okay, next question. Extrusion of second polar body from egg nucleus occurs option A after entry of sperm and before completion of fertilization, option B after completion of fertilization, option C before the entry of sperm, option D without any relation with sperm entry. Once the sperm enters the ovum, it allows the secondary oocyte to meiotic split. The sperm entry causes a breakdown of the metaphase promoting factor and then the sperm enters fertilization. Second polar body extrusion is a result of oocyte activation which is affected by the fertilization process. Hence option A is the right answer. Okay, next question. Which of the following pairs is incorrectly matched? Option A hinge joint between vertebrae, option B gliding joint between zygapophyses of the successive vertebrae, option C cartilaginous joint skull bones, option D fibrous joint between phalanges. Hinge joint allows movement in one plane only. Knee joint, elbow joint, ankle joint will fall under this category. Cartilaginous joint is a slight movable joint and is found between the center of vertebrae at the pubic symphysis and between ribs and sternum. Fibrous joint is an immovable joint which occurs between the bones of cranium. Gliding joint permits sliding movement of the two bones over each other. So, the correctly matched pair is option B. Okay, next question. The cranial capacity of Peking man was about option A 900 cc, option B 1660 cc, option C 1075 cc, option D 1450 cc. The cranial capacity of Peking man was about 1075 cc, so option C is the right answer. Okay, next question. Cymose inflorescence is present in option A solanum, option B sesbania, option C trifolium, option D brassica. Option A solanum is the right answer for this question. Okay, next one. Dental formula is given to show option A the structure of molars, option B number and types of teeth in both jaws, option C homodont condition, option D diphodont condition. Option B is the right answer for this question. Okay, next one. Which of the following terms describe human dentition? Option A pleurodont, monophyodont, homodont, option B thecodont, diphyodont, heterodont, option C thecodont, diphyodont, homodont, option D pleurodont, diphyodont, heterodont. In humans, dentition is thecodont, which is teeth are present in the sockets of the jawbone called alveoli, then diphyodont, which is teeth erupts twice. Temporary milk or deciduous teeth are replaced by a set of permanent or adult teeth. And heterodont dentition is a type that consists of different types of teeth, namely incisors, canine, premolars, and molars. So the right option is B. Okay, next question. Which of the following pairs of an animal and a plant represents endangered organisms in India? Option A banyan and black duck. Option B, Bentinkia nicobarkia and red panda. Option C, tamarin and rhesus monkey. Option D, cinchona and leopard. Endangered species is a plant or animal species defined by IUCN as being in immediate danger of extinction because its members have reached a critical level or its habitat have been drastically reduced. A plant, Bentinkia nicobarica, and the animal red panda both are declared as endangered in India. Tamarin, banyan, etc. are not endangered in India. So the right option is B. Okay, next question. Mycorrhiza is correctly described as option A, parasitic association between roots and some fungi. Option B, the symbiotic relationship between fungi and roots of some higher plants. Option C, the symbiosis of algae and fungi. Option D, relationship of ants with the stems of some trees. Option B is the right answer. Okay, next one. Which one of the following conditions correctly describe the manner of determining the sex? Option A, homozygous sex chromosome ZZ determines female sex in birds. Option B, XO type of sex chromosomes determine male sex in grasshopper. Option C, XO condition in humans as found in Turner syndrome determines female sex. Option D, homozygous sex chromosomes XS produces male in Drosophila. The right option for this question is B. Okay, next question. Which one of the following is the example of the action of the autonomous nervous system? Option A, swallowing of food. Option B, papillary reflex. Option C, peristalsis of the intestine. Option D, knee-jerk response. Options A, B and D are reflex actions. Autonomic nervous system is involved in peristalsis of intestine, which is effected through myenteric plexus. Sympathetic fibers decrease peristaltic movement, while parasympathetic fibers increases these movements. So the right option is C, peristalsis of the intestine. Okay, let's see our next question. Convergent evolution is illustrated by option A, rat and dog. Option B, bacterium and protozoan. Option C, starfish and cuttlefish. Option D, dogfish and whale. Convergent evolution is the formation of similar traits by unrelated groups of organisms. It creates analogous structures that have similar form or function, but that were not present in the lost common ancestors of those groups. Dogfish is a cartilaginous fish, and a whale is a mammal. Both have streamlined body and show viviparity, but belong to totally different group. The former is a fish and later being a tetrapod mammal. Dogfish and whale are the examples of convergent evolution in animals, as both of them have more or less similar body organization. Therefore, the correct option is D. Okay, next question. The movement of water from one cell of cortex to adjacent one and roots is due to option A, accumulation of inorganic salts in the cells. Option B, accumulation of organic compounds in the cells. Option C, water potential gradient. Option D, chemical potential gradient. Accumulation of solutes in the cells cause the cell to uptake water from the surroundings. This is seen when the water is absorbed into the roots from the soil. This is due to the development of chemical gradient. When we are considering the movement of water from one cell of the cortex to the adjacent one in the root, it is due to development of water potential gradient, which forces the water to move from one cell to the other. So the right option is C, water potential gradient. Okay, next question. The Nissls granules of nerve cells are made up of option A, DNA, option B, RNA, option C, ribosome, option D, protein. A Nissl granule is a large granular body found in the neurons. These granules are rough endoplasmic reticulum with rosettes of free ribosomes and are the site of protein synthesis. Hence, the correct option is C, ribosome. Okay, let's see our next question. Nucleosome core is made of option A, H1, H2A, H2B and H3. Option B, H1, H2A, H2B and H4. Option C, H1, H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. Option D, H2A, H2B, H3 and H4. Option D is the right answer for this question. Okay, next one. World Ozone Day is celebrated on option A 16th September, option B 21st April, option C 5th June, option D 22nd April. 16th September is celebrated as World Ozone Day, hence option A is the right answer. Okay, next one. Which one of the following organisms is not a eukaryote? Option A Paramecium chordatum, option B Escherichia coli, option C Euglena viridis, option D Amoeba proteus. Escherichia coli is not an example of eukaryotic cell. It is a typical example of prokaryotic cell. Hence option B Escherichia coli is the right answer for this question. Okay, next one. Who coined the name amitosis? Option A Farmer, option B Remarque, option C Strasburger, option D A Fleming, option D A Fleming is the right answer. Okay, next question. What would happen if in a gene encoding a polypeptide of 50 amino acids, 25th codon, that is UAU, is mutated to UAA? Option A, a polypeptide of 24 amino acids will be formed. Option B, two polypeptides of 24 and 25 amino acids will be formed. Option C, a polypeptide of 49 amino acids will be formed. Option D, a polypeptide of 25 amino acids will be formed. The process of translation requires transfer of genetic information from a polymer of nucleotides to a polymer of amino acids. The three-letter nucleotide code of DNA and RNA is termed as codon. These are termed so since they code for amino acids by the ribosomes during the translation process. These are 64 codons in total, in the genetic code of which 61 codons code for amino acids and 3 codons do not code for any amino acids and called as stop codons, since protein synthesis terminated when stop codons are read. The codon is a triplet. UAA, UAG and UGA are the three stop codons. A gene is encoding a polypeptide of 50 amino acids implies that this gene has 51 codons, where the 51st codon is a stop codon. Therefore, a protein of 50 amino acids is encoded if 25th codon, that is UAU, coding for tyrosine, is point mutated to UAA, which is a stop codon. The protein formation process will stop here. Thus, option A is the right answer for this question. Okay, next one. The second maturation division of the mammalian ovum occurs, option A, shortly after ovulation before the ovum makes entry into the fallopian tube. Option B, until after the ovum has been penetrated by a sperm. Option C, until the nucleus of the sperm has fused with that of the ovum. Option D, in the Graafian follicle following the first maturation division. During oogenesis, primary oocyte grows and completes meiosis 1, producing a large secondary oocyte and a small polar body. The secondary oocyte proceeds with meiosis 2, but the division gets arrested at metaphase stage. It is in the stage of oocyte that the ovum is shed during ovulation. It passes into oviduct where the cell cycle resumes only after the entry of the sperm. So, the correct answer is until after the ovum has been penetrated by a sperm. Hence, option B is the right answer. Okay, next question. 1 week old embryo can be preserved at option A minus 196 degrees Celsius, option B minus 200 degrees Celsius, option C minus 270 degrees Celsius, option D none of these. Option A minus 196 degrees Celsius is the correct answer. Next one. Read the following statements. 1. Proteins contribute 6 to 8% of the blood plasma. 2. Plasma contains very high amount of minerals. 3. Plasma without the clotting factor is called serum. 4. Glucose, amino acids, lipids, etc. are also present in the plasma as they are always present in transit in the body. Of the above statements, the incorrect statement is or option A, all of this, option B, only 2, option C, only 1, option D, none of this. Blood plasma contains dissolved protein 6 to 8%, that is serum, albumins, globulins and fibrinogen, glucose, clotting factor, electrolytes, hormones and CO2. oxygen. Though plasma contains substantial amount of minerals, but the concentration in terms of percentage cannot be defined as high amount in terms of their presence in plasma. Blood plasma without clotting factor is called serum. Thus, option B is the right answer for this question. Next one. In desert grasslands, which type of animals are relatively more abundant? Option A, aquatic. Option B, fossorial. Option C, diurnal. Option B, arboreal. Desert animals prefer to live under the surface. The animals residing either permanently or for most of their life inside the burrows or under the earth's surface are known as burrowing or fossorial animals, and most of their existence is described as subterranean or underground. So option B, fossorial, is the right answer. Okay, next question. Ora serrata is option A, gland present in oral cavity of frog. Option B, a part of third wall of retina of eye. Option C, present in utriculus of ear. Option D, oral cavity of protochordates. The ora serrata is a tooth-like junction between the peripheral retina and the pars plana and is composed of forward extensions of the retina and backward extensions of the ciliary body. So the correct option is B. Next one. The supernatant left after sedimentation of sewage water during primary treatment is known as option A, effluent. Option B, flocs. Option C, sludge. Option D, effluent. The right option is D, effluent is the right answer. So that's it for the day, guys. Let's continue this with the next video. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned. Happy learning. Thank you. Thank you for watching.